Hey guys, Joe Warner coming in here with another battle replay. We're going to do another field battle here, 1v1 in Medieval Kingdoms 1212 AD. The armies on the battlefield today are the Duchy of Lesser Poland, who is being commanded by myself, and Hobbit, who is commanding the Kingdom of Georgia. As you can see, all of his units are already starting to move in, so we're just going to go over some quick army comps. He had brought with him 3 units of his Genoese crossbowmen here up in his front line. His front infantry line is a bunch of these Tadrizuli swordsmen of the High Period. He had 2 units of the Metskiovny spearmen of the Late, being backed up by some Tadrizuli cavalry from the Late Period as well, on either one of his flanks. He'd also brought with himself a couple of the Italian mercenary. This is the medium polearm infantry. Is a unit of the dismounted Monaspa archers, and his unit is a Monaspa guard of the High Period. Let's get back over onto my side real quick. We'll take a look. Actually, we'll put it on a slow motion there. I had brought with my front infantry line here 5 units of the sergeants of the High Period. Brought with me 4 units of the Pavis crossbowmen from the Late Period. I have 4 units of the heavy axemen, 2 here in my rear lines, 1 on either side with my cavalry, 1 unit of Polish knights on this side. I actually brought the Great Banner of Krakow with me as well over here. Let's get a look at the banner here real quick. Absolutely fantastic, glorious. I can't say enough about this mod. Just absolutely fantastic work these guys have done. To finish off my army, I had brought with me 2 units of the halberdiers on either flank here as well, and my general is the king's bodyguard. Let's get a quick look in on the king. There he is himself right there. So as I said, Hobbit was moving in quickly. Let's start the battle off here. He's just immediately rushing in with all of his infantry here. I'm trying to get off as many shots as I can with my Pavis crossbowmen here. I believe I was shooting back at his archers, but I saw that his infantry was getting a little close, so I start pulling my crossbowmen back. He had pushed out a little bit with his cavalry on the side. I'm still holding my position, waiting over here. His archers are getting some really good shots in on my crossbowmen as they're running away. My sergeants are now breaking out of formation, trying to let the archers get through into the back lines. And here comes just a big old charge coming in by all of his infantry, his first line infantry, I should say. Combat is now underway along down this entire line. Some of his men actually were able to press through into my second line here, into my heavy axemen. Some of them actually also were able to break through into my Pavis crossbowmen, which was not a good sign for me. But I had infantry pushed out onto the sides to match up with his infantry on his sides, so I didn't really have very much left in the center. And my crossbowmen were going to have to do what they were able to do. Immediately, a unit of my swords are already starting to break, which was not a good sign for me. I ended up having to push up a unit of my axemen. They were combating this unit here of the Tadrizuli, there we go, swordsman, and his crossbows are just getting absolutely fantastic fire off onto my Pavis crossbowmen. Was able to get my cavalry around past his unit of cavalry. I was trying to get a charge in onto his crossbows. I do get a bit of a charge into some of the crossbows, but he did pull his Monaspa guard over to cut them off, and he immediately followed up with his unit of Tadrizuli cavalry into the rear of my cavalry there. Swordsmen have fully now broken off. He was able to push a unit of his swords in onto my crossbowmen. One of his units is finally breaking though, which is good because that will free up 2 units of my infantry here. I'm starting to break another one of his swordsman line on the front there. His cavalry out on my left flank has finally broken. I was able to pull my cavalry out, but as you can see, there's still 28 of them left, so I'm pretty sure they ended up coming back. Very quick battle. I mean, it was only about a 6-minute battle. So it was very quick push out by him. He pushed in pretty aggressively onto my units, getting some shots in here now onto my pikes, but some of his cavalry was able to come. Well, actually, that's my cavalry retreating. Sorry, big old charge in here by a unit of his Tadrizuli in on my heavy axemen and into my sergeants. The unit of sergeants that did rout are now coming back to the battlefield. So there's pretty much just combat going on all over the place. My unit of cavalry that was on this side, the Great Banner, did get a solid charge in onto this unit of spearmen, but the cavalry for him, the Tadrizuli cavalry that routed originally, came back, and he was able to get a solid charge in onto my axemen on that side. So I have basically won this side. There's still this one unit of swords over here, but he's just continuously bombarding down, or skirmishing down, I should say, my crossbowmen. A unit of my crossbowmen now breaking. And he has another free unit of cavalry. He's going to come in and get a huge charge. No, actually it got broken up. I could have sworn that was a huge charge there. He starts pulling his cavalry back across. Have a good battle going on here, though. Nice little battle here. Some halberdiers going against the Italian mercenaries. Solid fight so far. Hope you guys are enjoying this content. If you are, please make sure to give a like and a comment onto this video so I know that you guys are enjoying the content. My unit of the Polish Knights that did break on this side originally have returned to the battle. I was trying to circle them in behind the mercenary halberdiers here. And my king is now going to get a big charge in onto his Manuspa Guard King, or Manuspa Guard General, apologies. But again, with his cavalry, another huge charge in onto my king. Starting to move a unit of my heavy axemen over here to try and even up some of the numbers here. His spear unit, which is wavering, is trying to chase down and catch up to my men. But here comes a big old charge by the Great Banner of Krakow in onto some of his Genoese crossbowmen, losing some of their numbers there. I leave them in combat for a little while. They're getting rained down upon by this unit of crossbowmen here, though. This unit of archers here, apologies. But again, Hobbit, another unit of his cavalry coming in with another big charge in into my cavalry. He was just a beast with his cavalry all over the place. As you can see, though, a lot of his units have routed off of the battlefield. There have been a lot of breaking, so I was able to break his general there. Using my king here, another big charge in onto some mercenary Genoese crossbowmen there. Finally have a unit that is on this side of my medium pole arms coming in. Unit of my cavalry again starting to break. The Great Banner of Krakow unfortunately did break. Did the banner itself fall? I do not see it any longer, so the banner itself did fall to the ground, which is not a good sign for the Polish here. But he is moving in a unit of his crossbowmen here to take on a unit of my halberdiers. Do have another unit of my heavy axemen over here starting to push around into the rear lines of his men. Another unit of my halberdiers coming across now as well. Crossbowmen were pushing up again. I wish there was able a way to add in a guard mode for your archers and whatever. That would have been really nice to have. Again, cavalry for Hairy Hobbit. Big charge into my crossbowmen. There's really nothing I can do. I mean, he was just all over the place with this one unit of cavalry. Starting to rout this unit, broke another unit of my crossbows. Starting to rout this unit of crossbows, getting another huge charge in onto this unit of crossbows, another one onto this unit. His cavalry was just all over the place. But finally, I am starting to take control of this battlefield. His cavalry is starting to lose men, finally starting to waver, going to be soon routing off of the battlefield. And just for late game, he started charging in a unit of his archers here against some of my medium pole arms. But that will wrap up this battle for today, as his last final units here have now finally broken. So, guys, really fast battle. That was pretty insane. There was a lot of microing going on. I mean, it was only normal size 20-unit armies, but there was a lot of microing going on from my side. He was just all over the place. Let's get into some of the breakdowns here for the army comps. My king with a total of 44 kills, getting into my shock infantry 93, 215 with that unit. Solid unit there. 66 and 131 here. Getting into my halberdiers, 111 and 53. My pikes only getting about 11 kills, but they did lose a lot of their men from the archer fire. It's really nothing I could do. Getting into my mainline infantry, 57, 1, 56, 48, and 16. Dismounted junior knights here. Actually, apology, I didn't mention them during the initial army comps. They ended up with 106 kills. My crossbowmen, 32, 35, 36, and 35. And my cavalry really didn't perform very well. Polish Knights only with 43 kills. Banner of Krakow, though, almost 200, 174 kills. So good showing by that unit there. Getting on to Hobbit's side here is the Kingdom of Georgia. His general with a total of 17 kills. His spearmen here, 15 and 13. Getting into his Italian mercenary shock infantry, 33 and 10. His front line, the Tredziuli swordsman, there we go, 53, 60, 40, 30, 80, and 164 here with these two units did really well. 80, 164, amazing. His dismounted Manuspa archers with 48 kills, his crossbows 27, 66, 33. This is the unit right here, 301 kills. And we did not, I don't think we started out with that many chevrons. I mean, he definitely had some chevrons. I didn't have, obviously, you can see here, I didn't have as many as he did. But I'm pretty sure he didn't start off with the silver chevrons here. So this unit definitely earned up to the rank 5 here. I think he started off with just 3 bronze, or it might have been 1 silver. But again, they still definitely added that second chevron on there. 301 kills, absolutely amazing. And this unit, unfortunately, with only 43. So, fun battle, guys. Like I said, another quick 12-12 field battle between myself and Hairy Hobbit. So I hope you guys enjoy the content for today, and I will talk to you guys soon.